Bullying and your mental health. This time we will be looking at bullying and mental health. Bullying has been defined in my previous session as the deliberate intimidation or persecution of those perceived as weaker. Note the word perceived. Bullying, we say, also occurs in any context where humans interact. These are not limited to schools among schoolmates, spouses who control, offices which could present in situations such as victimization and sexual harassment. Bullying among siblings, which is sometimes referred to as siblings rivalry, bullying among friends and in communities, etc. The antidote to bullying is for the victim to speak out. Speak out irrespective of the context where bullying occurs. Are bullies as strong as they appear? Are bullies always bigger than their victims? The answer is no. Remember that the thought of the bully is in his or her perception that the victim is weaker. So, once the victim speaks out, the bully retires or goes into his or her shell and looks for the next victim. As I always say, the problem is with the bully, and not the victim. At our next session, we will explore the types of bullies. So what can be done in bullying circumstances? To curb bullying in the workplace, every organization must have a bullying and harassment policy and should encourage open-door policy to report bullying and harassment incidents. Employees must be encouraged to speak out, and victims of bullying must be protected when it has been established that bullying and harassment has taken place. Curbing bullying in schools requires having a proactive school management with anti-bullying policies and procedures in place. If bullying exists in contexts where humans interact, it means that every school has bullies. Parents should embrace schools with anti-bullying policies and bullying prevention procedures, and they should shun schools that claim that bullying does not exist in their schools. Anti-bullying policies will define bullying and express how to tackle bullying incidents. The policy has to be reviewed from time to suit the needs of every school. Bullying between spouses could manifest in form of control. Once a spouse is being controlled without having a free will of his or her own to make decisions, he or she should know that such an environment could erode his or her self-esteem and eventually self-worth. Don't wait till you feel suicidal. Your life is not in the hands of your spouse. Your life is in your hands. Speak out and move away from such toxic environment. Sometimes the bully will make his or her spouse feel guilty, like the problem is with the spouse. The problem is with the bully, and not the spouse, now the victim. The bully should work on himself or herself, seek help for a healthier self-esteem. He or she should deal with his or her insecurities. If you are a victim of domestic bullying or violence, speak out, don't defend the bully. Your life matters. Curbing bullying or siblings rivalry at home requires having parents who would nip bullying incidents in the bud. A child who berates his or her siblings must be nurtured rightly. A child who does not want to share with siblings must be nurtured rightly. A child who thinks too highly of himself or herself must be nurtured rightly. A child who thinks he is not or she is not adequate enough should be helped to bring out the best in himself or herself. After all, beautiful butterflies came from ugly caterpillars. Parenting is not a tea party like they say. It must be done intentionally to bring out the best in every child. Every child should be nurtured positively in healthy self-esteem. Bullies and bullying incidents attack self-worth of their victims, sometimes done in a subtle manner. Hence, a bully does not have to be tall or gigantic. A bully could be small, young, male or female. Most bullies will not leave willingly until you speak out. Remember that your mental health matters, and no one should make you feel inadequate. You are simply an amazing person. Speak out, and you will be happier than you are sticking around the bully. You deserve the best. If you need to speak with someone, please feel free to WhatsApp chat me at +2349037330934.